What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Random Comic X Latest issue number 31 of X-Force. We're back. Kraven the Hunter, Kraven on the hunt for X, rocking Beast's fur as skin, Deadpool's head on a pike. And yeah, man, and a revolver and a little 9mm he got there. So yeah, Kraven the Hunter, now hunting mutants. Let's go. We are, all of us, born bloody and screaming into this world, torn or carved from another body, except me. To be a clone is to lose the most fundamental right, because Kraven's a clone, he isn't the real Kraven, because the real Kraven is dead. A baptism of pain and confusion. That is the purest, rawest form of truth. I'm jealous in that way. I'm jealous of it. In a way, I'm seeking it. When I plunge a knife into the guts of a lion, when I don the skin of a bear, it almost feels like a compulsion. It almost feels like the compulsion of sex. Back to the womb hunger. Okay. And now something has happened that makes a birth or a rebirth possible. What the hell is that? Is that celestial? All of the power structures were violently realigned in the second of the celestial announced itself. The second the celestial announced itself to the world, and I have announced myself to the celestial. Why are you naked? Next page. But why are these descriptions getting so fucking long? Okay, this takes place concurrently with Wolverine. With Wolverine 24 and Axe Judgment Day number 3. Did that Wolverine issue already come out? I don't know. Anyway, Headhunter, the Carcroians, national security, the mutant resurrection has been revealed. Blah, 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 deployed, yeah. Anyway, Kraven, Beast, Deadpool, Sage, Omega Red, and Black Tom Cassie. Let's just jump right in. Gotta go on. Sage, Beastie, you got trouble. We're all very much aware of the Eternals incursion, Black Tom. We're not talking about Eternals. There's a bow going full throttle from the north of the North Peninsula. Ready your arms and meet us. Ready your arms and Arsis. Arsis, I don't know what the hell that's. And meet me there. Next page. Should we blast it out of the water then? I honestly would if I could. What the fuck was he thinking? Wait, that's Omega Red piloting that thing? The good news is, Beast, we need Omega Red in this fight. And he does, and he's done as we asked him, proving his loyalty. He was supposed to take out the mutant traffickers operating the Arctic strength, not in strength north of Russia. He was not supposed to bring the victims to Krakoa. Next page. Let me take this off. I had a press contingency waiting in Sweden. He was supposed to deliver them to them there for maximum coverage. This gets us nothing. This was a heroic act, Beast. Please, Omega Red is not a hero. Is that one of the traffickers? You brought a human here? Are you mad? Don't worry, he won't be around for long. Arcady, I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce his name. Please, we need your help. The Eternals have come a long way. Give me a moment of leisure, and then I'll rejoin you. A moment for what? To kill him? Beast log, performance review, Omega Red. Mission. Omega Red, accompanied by Deadpool, was recently sent to the Arctic waterway along with the Russian mutants who were being trafficked. In expectations of a successful assignment, a press contingency was arranged, and several reporters were bribed to maximum publicity. relevance, and intent. This was not the first mission of this was not the this is not a mission of goodwill. It was a mission of distraction. Ever since the secret of the mutant resurrection was revealed, Krakoa has tended to trend negatively in the mutant coverage and public doing and public polling. But interrupting this trafficking operation and by freezing the imprisoned mutants, we would remain the world of heroic victimization and paint another country as an enemy. Black Mark. Deadpool did not return with Omega Red, and no explanation has been given beyond I'm sure he'll turn up eventually. Black Mark. Omega Red, without consulting his superiors, bypassed the press and delivered the refugees directly to Krakoa. This undercuts the intention of the operation and dirtied our shore with victims and undesirables who will do little to burnish our strength or reputation. Hold on, there was something I missed. Hold on. No, sometimes I think only X-Force might be successfully unified and collaborative is as if I cloned myself several times over. Damn, Beast. Man's like, oh God, if you can't do it, sometimes you just gotta do it yourself. I demand that the Celestial judge me, fight me, acknowledge me, acknowledge me, acknowledge me, acknowledge me, acknowledge your tribal chief, my tribal chief. Acknowledge me in any way, but I might as well not exist. This is what I came here for. Reassertion. The world is a cold, indifferent place, and I have always believed. Ugh. When people pray, hoping for mercy and the goodwill and justice, they are talking only to themselves. The void doesn't listen. Hurricanes swirl, fires burn, plagues spread, bombs drop from the sky, and mass graves are heaped with bodies. As a clone, someone who exists outside the natural order, I can see more clearly the absence of a loving creator. This God died before; it will die again. I will spit at it and write my own scripture, carving it into the skin of the mutants who also play God. Because that is the only inevitable truth that the universe knows. And then now I'll split and make my own scripture, carving into the skin of the mutants who also play God. Next page. The point. It's okay. Come here. Come inside. Are you drunk? Isn't the island still under a threat of attack? Everyone needs a pleasure value. I'm celebrating. You should be too, because after a day like this one, it's a miracle we're still alive. Why did you invite me here? Because I want to reward you, and because you understand what you are. Let me show you something. This is the Shadow Room. And what is the Shadow Room? Anything you want it to be. She's still going down. Anything you want to go. Anyone you want to play with or kill. I can make it happen for you. Why are you doing this? Because I know your history. I know you have needs, urges. And because you're a killer, and honestly, we need the killers on our side. What's the expression? A good dog is a tired dog? You're not insulted, are you? I figured it'd be better to be frank about these things. I prefer frankness myself. Today I have been a bad dog. The traffickers could attest to this. If he had a mouth and lungs. Oh my goodness. What if I gave you a few hours in here at night when no one else is around? Will you see what I do while I'm in here? Because I'm going to do some very, very bad things. This helps me forget. Craven's Hunting Lodge, the Arctic North. When most people think of hunting, two things spring to mind. They either think of the moment of death, when the finger pulls a trigger, when the arrow whistles through the air. I just took Deadpool's head. Or think of the aftermath, the trophy hung from a wall. But there is so much. Next page. But that's like saying the period of purpose is a the period is the purpose of a sentence. Ugh. This is an end. This is an anti-cap. This is an anticipatory beginning and a complicated middle before you even approach the end. Without them, the kill would feel unearned. So I study maps and surveys. When I know the water source of a weather pattern, to, topography and vegetation, I know where the animals will likely bred and sleep and eat and hide and escape if wounded. In the same fashion, I study the autonomy of my prey, as if it were a geography of its own beast, with the strength of with strengths and vulnerabilities. But maybe my favorite part is the part of the process is the process to gather and oiling and honing of my it's oiling and honing of my arsenal. Oh, I got like, well, what the hell's he got? Like fucking like 15 knives and a crossbow and a guitar in the back. These are more than instruments. Oh shit, Deadpool's moving. They're an extension of me. The more time I spend with them, imagining the cut and slash, the stab and hack, the more my nerves and endings seem to wave in their grain. Huh? Oh? Oh, that is disgusting, bruh! Deadpool, you sick bastard. Oh, that is... Yo, how'd he get him down? Next page. What is this? You don't die easily. Damn, like, Deadpool straight up attached its head to the hand and is like walking like... That's insane, bro. This is a good thing. I prefer to earn my trophy. Gah! Now there's the rest of his body. Yes, put yourself back together, so that I can pleasure in hacking you apart. Speak then. Tell me what truths you've learned beyond the grave. Don't fuck with X-Force. The Green Lagoon. May I join you? By all means. We don't spend enough time together at the point, after all. Grab a drink. Blob makes them extra strong and sugary. No, I don't think so. My responsibilities require me to remain sharp at all times. I would have hoped you felt the same, especially considering our current predicament with the Eternals. One of your refugees burglarized the Summers residence. Another assaulted Glob. What has Magneto done? What did Apocalypse do? We're supposed to accept anyone who asks for amnesty. That was the original policy, yes, when we were first establishing ourselves as an infant nation. I think it's time to reconsider our position. Then that's up to the council. It should be. Not if it has to do with the security of Krakoa. One of the mutants that we save is a doctor. Another is a teacher. I saw some of the children at the Wild Hunt earlier. They were laughing, playing. Don't just see things through the scared eye, beast. Next page. It's not you. It's you who's not seeing clearly. Now, how can someone be so smart yet so stupid? I don't even recognize you anymore, Sage. Really? Because some people say the same thing about you. The island's always changing. I guess we're changing with it. But you know what? I feel like I'm finally starting to recognize myself. Ugly parts and all. What's she just putting it? Next page. It is my understanding, beasts, that you're upset about Russian refugees who arrived recently on our shores. I advise you to keep this petition to yourself. Know that if you were to take action against them, say if any are deported or happen to go missing, you should expect a most unwelcome visit from me, Colossus. Next page. I want you to tell me everything about Krakoa. The sand is sandy, the water is wet, the trees have eyeballs, the drinks are free, everybody's boring, everybody. Can I still have no clue what the bathroom situation is there, but once I poop out on the ground and a flower grew, can I go now? You're no mutant fool. You're no mutant fool. How is it that you live and walk and work among them? I'm an honorary mutant, like a human, like a mutant. It took years of trying, but they finally gave me the keys to the kingdom. The keys, you say, to the gates? Oh shit. Next, Craven versus Krakoa. Hell yeah. He put Deadpool's head on his bike. Damn, bro. I guess he wanted to make sure he doesn't get out or he doesn't get away. Alright. Axe, Death to the Mutants. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is everything. This is a fantastic issue, man. Love the stuff with Deadpool, and Craven. Next, looks like next issue will be when we finally see Craven going up against mutants and hunting them down and everything. That should be cool, man. Anyway, guys, overall, I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10, guys. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, affiliate, links to the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.